Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 97 of Daisy Knits. I'm Daisy, and we're hanging out here in the floor. I have y'all flipped this week. Y'all are sitting on the yarn. I'm sitting behind the bed because all of my yarn is pretty much packed up. I'm staring at it right over there. Actually, I need to lug it downstairs and put it in the van tonight, so it's there. The reason why it's all packed up is I leave for Knit in the Mitten tomorrow morning. So I am starting to gather all the things and, pack all my bags and plan all my projects. But I have some exciting news to share with y'all. If you're on Instagram, you've already seen this, I'm sure. But I'm still super proud that I finished my Blissful Tee. It has been folded up so that it's got some wrinkles, but all of my seams are done. All my ends are woven in. It probably could use a good wash. I'll show you that seam. But it is done. Finished, completed, done. I was so happy last night. I won't lie. It took me probably 5 or 6 hours to do all the seaming, to be honest. Part of that was because I did have to take the side seam out like 3 times the first time I did it because I wasn't happy with it. And yeah, and then I do the mattress stitch, and I pulled, and my yarn broke. So I had a little baby heart attack, cried a little, pulled myself back together, ate some cookies, and fixed it up. But totally worth it because it is done. I stayed up a little late last night weaving in my ends just so I could say, done, 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 done. So it is finished. The yarn that I used for that is the Bamboo Pop, and the Blissful Tee is the name of it. It's ready to go out. Yay. I'm super happy about that, so won't even lie. But I finished that. I finished it last night. But this past week, I did not work on my color affection at all. Didn't touch it, so I didn't bring it up. But instead, I cast on a pair of socks because I had lots of running around to do, lots of errands with the kids. I had a field trip, so lots of things happening. And I pulled out some yarn that I'm making a pair of socks for a friend. And so I pulled out her yarn, and it is V yarn. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this because I'll screw it up, but it's her yarn. How pretty is that? It's a pretty tag. Really, you probably want to see the colorway, right? It is in the Evergreen colorway. Can y'all see that? I feel like I have a shadow right there. There we go. And it is a gorgeous green. So I cast these on, I think I cast them on Friday morning to take them with us for our first field trip. And I have one, and I have two. Because I really have to say, I like working socks concurrently. So I haven't put my stitch markers in to do my count up. I should do that soon before I get too much further. But you can tell. Not like tons of progress. Her foot is a bit bigger than mine. So I did my regular Turkish cast on. I cast on 18 stitches, increased up to 72. And I'm just zooming along with a plain vanilla socks. So these will be going with me to Knitting in the Mitten because they're good social projects. I also will be taking my color affection. I won't say I'll get it finished because I still have, quite a bit to go. Those rows are long. And to do that whole border, I still have. So we'll see, but the socks will go, color affection will go. And last week we talked about I wanted to take my e-spinner, but I needed to find a box or a container to put it in. I found one. I'm super proud of myself. I actually had one here at the house. The kids used to store some toys in it, and the toys are gone, and the box had just been put in storage. And it is like the perfect size. My e-spinner fits perfectly in it, doesn't jostle really. It's like perfectly sized. So I actually have the e-spinner packed up downstairs ready to go. And I even prepped fiber to go with me. So I am taking some Spotted Circus in a Game of Thrones Song of Fire and Ice colorway. I don't watch Game of Thrones, so I don't really know the references, but a friend of mine loves Game of Thrones, and so she does. And this is a Corriedale blend, which isn't one that I normally do, but I have to say I've enjoyed it so far. I prepped the braid, I split it and kind of pre-drafted it out a little bit, and I accidentally spun about an ounce already because I had to make sure my battery worked. That's my logic. I had to make sure the battery worked, so I accidentally spun a whole ounce because it just went zoom right on the wheel. Yeah. Can you see all the colors though? I will say this is beautiful fun with all those beautiful, beautiful colors in there. So I have 3 more balls, so about 3 ounces still in here. And I do have an extra braid packed to go with me just in case. Because, you know, like I might finish all of that and need more, right? That's totally logical. 2 projects, 2 knitting projects, 3 ounces of fiber, another ounce of fiber. I might need that. That's what I'm telling myself anyways. It's a retreat, and you always have big ideas at retreats. Like you're going to sit and the things will magically fall off your needles. So anyways, that's my dream. I leave tomorrow. I will be home Sunday evening, which means that I will have all day Thursday, Friday, and part of Saturday, because I do have vending Saturday morning. So part of Saturday to just sit and knit. We will see next week how much progress I have. I hope that you all have a great week. My contact information's at the end. Otherwise, I'll talk to you later. See ya!